Welcome to SAR Learning Center. In this video, we are going to see how to write an assembly language program to perform a matrix multiplication. How the matrix multiplication is going to perform in 8086 microprocessor ALP program. In this matrix multiplication, while storing the matrix in memory, the first row element are stored first, followed by the second row elements and then the third row elements. Okay, clear? First we are going to store the first row element in the memory. After that we are going to store the second element. After that we are going to store the third row element. Okay, here we are going to take 3 cross 3 matrix. That's why we are going to take the 3 row elements. For multiplication operation, matrix should be addressed as two-dimensional array. Here the two-dimensional arrays are addressed by the pointers and counters. What is the use of the pointer? The SI and DI registers are used to address pointer for the two input matrix, because we are going to multiply two 3 cross 3 matrix. The CL and CH registers are used to row and column count respectively. This BP register is used to storing the product, that is the result of this matrix multiplication. First we are going to see the simple matrix multiplication. In this matrix multiplication I am going to take two 3 cross 3 matrix. This is the first matrix, this is second matrix. The output, that is a product matrix, is also a 3 cross 3. How we are going to perform the matrix multiplication? This is the row. Okay, this is the row, this is the column. How we are going to perform multiplication? First, this 0 1 to be multiplied with this 0 4. What is the result? This is a 0 4. Next, this 0 1 to be multiplied with this 0 5. Okay, row to column multiplication. This is equal to plus 0 5. What is next? This 0 1 to be multiplied with this 0 6 plus 0 6 plus. Okay, this is the first element of the product matrix. This is the first element of the product matrix. Okay, the result is 4 plus 5. This is for 9. 9 plus 6. This is for 15. This is equal to 0. Yeah. Okay, what is the next one? This row to be multiplied with this column. That is means the first row to be multiplied with this second column of the second matrix. The result is the second element of the product matrix. How we are going to take? 0 4, 0 5, 0 6. Okay, clear? Next, the first row to be multiplied with the third column of the second matrix. The result is 0 5. This is the third element of the product matrix. The value becomes 0 4. That is the 0 1 to be multiplied with the 0 4, and this 0 1 to be multiplied with the 0 5. That's why the value becomes plus 0 5 plus this 0 1 to be multiplied with this 0 6. This becomes 0 6. What is the result? 4 plus 5 is 9 plus 6 is 15. That's why that value becomes 0f and 0f. Okay, clear? What is the next step? Next, we are going to move into the second row of the first matrix. The second row of the first matrix to be multiplied with this first column and second column and third column of the second matrix. What is the value? First, the 0 2 to be multiplied with this 0 4. The value becomes 0 8. What is the next one? This 0 2 to be multiplied with this 0 5. The value becomes 1 0. That is a 0 a. Okay. Next, this 0 2 to be multiplied with this 0 6. Okay, that value becomes 12. 12 is equal to 0 c. Okay, 8 plus 10 plus 12. The answer becomes 30. The answer becomes 30 in a decimal representation. How we are going to represent in hexadecimal number? Okay, 30. That value becomes 6. Okay, that value becomes 1. Okay, the remaining is, what is the remaining value? The remaining value becomes 14. The 14 equivalent hexadecimal number is E. That's why that value becomes 1 E. That value becomes 1 E. Okay, this is the fourth element of the product matrix. Like that we are going to perform multiplication and addition. 0 to be multiplied with this 0 4 8 plus 0a plus 0c. 0a is equal to 10 in a decimal number, 0c is equal to 12 in decimal number. The result is 30. The total number is 30. Equivalent hexadecimal number is 1e. Okay, like that we are going to perform this next column 0a plus 0c. The answer is 1e. The third row of the first matrix to be multiplied with this first column of the second matrix and second column of the second matrix as well as third column of the second matrix. What is the value? The 02 is equal into 04, the value becomes 12, 0c. Next 3 into 5, that value becomes, what is the value? That value becomes 15 is equal to 0f. What is the next one? That is a 12 plus 15. Okay. Next 18. What is the value of 18? 1, 2. Okay. 18. Okay. Now we are going to add this two number. The value becomes 2 plus 5 7, 15 plus 1 45. It is a decimal representation. Now we are going to convert into the hexadecimal representation. That value becomes 2, remaining value becomes 3. Okay, that value is equal to d. That's why the result is 2d. The result is 2d. Like that we are going to perform the multiplication as well as the addition operation. The result value becomes 2d. Okay, this is the final answer of the matrix multiplication. Now I am going to explain how we are going to write a program for the 8086 microprocessor. Okay, first this matrix 1 can be loaded with this memory address. Okay, this memory address can be denoted by the S of I, is loaded into S of I. This is the source index. Okay, that value becomes 1031. Okay, 1301 H. In this memory location address, we are going to load this matrix value. 1301 contains the value 01. Okay, this is the first row, this is the second row, and this is the third row of the first matrix. What is next one? Next one is the matrix 2 can be loaded with this next memory address. This memory address can be loaded into the D of I. This memory address becomes 1401H. 1401H. Okay, this is 1401H is loaded to 04. The 1402 value becomes 04 and 1403 value becomes 04. 1404 value becomes 05. Like that we are going to upload this all the matrix element. This is the first one, this is second one, this is third, this is fourth, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's why the final and value become memory address value becomes 1409. Okay, this is the first row and this is the second row and this is the third row. Okay, next the result can be stored in this another memory address. This memory address can be pointed out by using the BP. That value becomes 1501H. Okay, how we are going to perform the matrix multiplication? Here we are using the two counters value. Okay, what are the counters? One is a row counter, another was the column counter. First we are this row counter value become loaded into the CL register. That value become 3 because here we are using the 3 cross 3 matrix. As well as the column counter value is also loaded into the CH register. That value becomes also 0, 3. That is becomes 0, 3 because of this is also a 3 cross 3 matrix. Next the CH value is moved into the BL register. Okay, BL register because of the column count also. The first step, the CH value becomes 3 as well as the BL value becomes 3 and CL value becomes 3. The CH value becomes 3. What is going to happen? The SI register is pointed out be 1301. That time this value becomes 01. The 01 can be multiplied with this 1401 memory location value. That's why here first what is going to happen? Move AL comma the square root of SI. What is the meaning? The SI register's value becomes 0, 1. That's why this memory location containing value is moved into the 0, 1. Okay, in a AL register. What is the necessary multiplication of DI? What is the meaning? The DI memory location is pointer 1401 memory address. In this memory address contain the value of 04. This 04 value is multiplied with this AL register value. Okay, the result can be stored in this AL register. What is the result? The result becomes 04. Now this 04 value is added with this DL register. Already the DL register's value become 0. Move DL register's value become 0. Okay, the DL register's value becomes 0 for H. Now this value becomes stored in this DL register. What is the necessary increment of the SI register? Why we are going to increment of the SI register? Now the SI register's value becomes 1302. Okay, next decrement of CH value. CH value become 2. Next, we are going to check the 0 flag. This is not equal to 0. That's why again this loop can be repeated. Before that, I am going to add one more point here. After the increment of the SI, what is going to happen? Add DI is comma 03. Why we are going to add this DI with this 03 value? Look at here, this 01 to be multiplied with this first element. Okay, clear? Next, the second element of the first matrix to be multiplied with this fourth element of the matrix 2, second matrix. Okay, that's why we are going to add DI comma 03 because of this 03, that is the value of DI next pointer, that is a next. The fourth element can be located in this 1404. Initially that value becomes, the pointer value becomes 1401. Now we are going to add 3. That's why this pointer is moved into here. Okay, like that we are going to perform. What is the next step? The CH value is not equal to 0. Again, the SI value is moved to here, AL register. Then this time, okay, this DI register value become 05. This 05 to be multiplied with this, okay, AL register value. Now the result becomes 05. Now the result value becomes 05. Okay, this 05 value is available in this AL register. After that, this ADD means we are already DL registers contain the value of 04 and this AL registers value contain the value of 05. We are going to multiply this, add this two number, result can be stored in this DL register. Now the result value become 09. What is the next step? Increment of the SI. The SI value become 01303. Okay, now this value is moved into the AL register. The value becomes 01. Next, multiplication of DI. Okay, multiplication of DI. The final result. Okay, once the CH value becomes 0, what is going to happen? We are going to get the first element of our product. The answer becomes 0. Yeah, it can be stored in this 1501. Like that, we are going to perform. What is the next step? The BL register's value become decremented. Once the BL value become decremented, the CH value becomes 3. Like that, again we are going to perform the multiplication. In this time, we are going to load the second column of the second matrix. Second column of the second matrix. The answer is the second element of the product. Like that, we are going to perform the multiplication operation. Like that, we are going to perform the multiplication operation. The result can be stored in this memory address. Now I am going to explain the program step by step. How we are going to write the program? First, move SI, 1301H. What is the meaning? Set SI as a pointer of the first input matrix. First input matrix. This is the first input matrix. What is the next one? Move di comma 1401h. Here set di as a pointer for the second input matrix. Okay, the both matrix are the 3 cross 3 matrix. That's why we are having the 9 element. Okay, that's why this value changes from 13012 to 1309. As well as the DA register's value is also changes from 14012 to 1409. What is the next? Move BP, 1501H. Set BP as a pointer for the product matrix. The result of the matrix addition, the result of the matrix multiplication can be stored in this particular memory. Okay, in this memory address can be loaded in this BP. Thus 3 cross 3 matrix multiplication, the result is also a 9 element. That's why this number is changes from 15012 to 1509. Next, move CL, 03. Okay, this CL is used for the row element. This is the count for the row element. Here we are using 3 cross 3 matrix. That's why the CL is also 03 and CH is also 03. This CH is denoted by the count for the elements of the column. Next, move DH, CH. This CH value is moved into the DH register. What is the next step? This DH value is moved into the BL because of copy of the column count in BL register. What is the next step? Here we are going to clear the DL because of the result. That is a sum result can be stored in this DL register. What is the next? This move CH, DH. That is mean get the column count in DH value. Okay. What is the next? We are going to perform the multiplication operation here. First we are going to get the first data, that is the first element of the first matrix. That's why that value becomes SI. This value is moved into the AL because of we are going to multiply it with this first element of the second matrix. That's why that value becomes MUL, that is a multiplication square bracket of DI. We are going to multiply it with this AL. The result can be stored in this AL register. Next we are going to Next we are going to add DL, AL. Already the DL value becomes 0. That's why no problem. Here the answer becomes stored in this DL register. The answer becomes stored in this DL register. What is the next step? We are going to take the second element of the first matrix. That's why that the increment of the SI. Next add DI, 03. Why we are going to add this 03 into DI register? Okay. The second element of the first matrix is multiplied with this fourth element of the second matrix. That's why the second matrix value can be added with the 03. Now the DI register's value become 04, that is 1404. Next we are going to decrement of the CH. Okay. Now we are going to check the 0 flag value, that is a decrement of the CH register. It is not equal to 0. That's why this loop can be repeated. Now the DA register's value becomes 1404 and SI register value becomes 1302. Okay, the 1302 value is moved into the AL register and DA register's value become 1404. Okay, going to multiply it with the second element of the first matrix. The answer becomes stored in this AL register. What is the next step? Already the DL register can be stored in the result of the first element addition, first element multiplication. Then this second element multiplication answer can be stored in this AL register. Then we are going to add these two values. The result can be stored in this DL register. Next, the third element we are going to take. That's why increment of the SI. Okay. Next, add with this DI, 03. Now the DA registers in this time the DA registers value become 1404. We are going to add with the 03. Now the value become 1409. Okay. Now decrement of the CH, this is not equal to 0. Again this loop can be repeated. Now we are going to multiply it with this third element of the first matrix with this seventh element of the second matrix. That's why the DI value becomes 1407 and this SI value becomes 1303. This 1303 value is moved into the AL register. After that we are going to multiply it with this DI. Okay, the result can be stored in this AL register. Already the two element matrix multiplication and addition result can be stored in this DL. This AL value is moved into the result of this multiplication can be stored in this AL register. This AL register's value is added with this DL. Now we are going to get the first product element. Okay, now we are going to get the first product element. Now we are going to increment of the SI. Now the SI register's value becomes 1404 and add with this DI register, this value becomes 140C. Now we are going to decrement of the C gauge. Now the C gauge register's value becomes 0. That's why the result can be, the first product result can be moved into the BP. That is, what is the BP value? 1501. The result can be moved into the 1501. This is the product of the, this is the result of the first element. Okay. This is the 1501 can be stored the first product element. Next, increment of the BP. Why we are going to increment? The second element can be stored here. Next, subtract SI comma 03 because of the SI register's value becomes 1304 here. Okay. Next, we are going to take the first row again. That's why we are going to subtract with this 03. Now the value becomes 1301 and decrement, subtract DI value becomes 09. Because of this value becomes, SI value become 140C. We are going to subtract with this value become 19. That's why that value move into the 1401. Subtract DI comma 09. Because of before that the DI value become 140C. We are going to subtract, the value becomes 9. Okay, C value becomes 12. That's why we are going to subtract. We are going to subtract DI comma 09. Next we are going to increment of the DI. Now we are going to subtract this value. It's located in 1401. We are going to increment of this DI value, that time 1402. Next we are going to decrement of the BL register. Now we are going to check the BL register value is not equal to 0. Because of this value becomes 2 only now. And then we are going to repeat this step again. Now the 00 value is moving to the DL because of the addition result can be stored in this DL register. Again we are going to perform the multiplication and addition operation. The first row can be multiplied with the second column of the second matrix. The result can be stored in this BP, that is a 1502. Like that we are going to perform. After that, once the decrement of the BL value becomes 0, what is going to happen? Next we are going to add SI value becomes 03H. Because of we are going to take the second row. Okay, we are going to take the second row. In this time, move DI value is moved into the 1401H. Because of we are going to second row into the first column of the second matrix. That's why 1401 value is moved into the DI register. Next, decrement of the CL. Now the CL value becomes 2. Once again we are going to check the CL registers is not equal to 0. Again this step becomes repeated. In this time DH value becomes 3. This 3 value is moved into the BL. Like that this loop can be again and again repeat. The result can be getting this 15012 1509. Like that we are going to perform the matrix multiplication. Once again I am going to summarize this program. This first loop, that is a repeat operation, can be going again and again until C gauge registers value becomes 0. After the completion of this result, this loop function, we are going to get the first element of the product matrix. Okay, next repeat 2 to this is the second loop. After completion of this loop, that means decrement of the BL. Once the BL register value becomes 0, we are going to move into the next step. Okay, after this one we are going to get the first row of the product matrix. Okay, clear? Next, this is the final one. Once this process is completed, we are going to get the complete product matrix. Okay, complete product matrix. Now I am going to execute this program. Okay, emulate this program. Okay, this is the emulation. Now I am going to load this data into the 1301 memory location. This is the first matrix. The first matrix, first element is 01, second element 01, third element 01, fourth one 02, 02, 02, 03, 03 and 03. Okay, this is the first matrix, totally 9 elements. Next one 1401. In this matrix we are going to load the second matrix. The first element is 04, 04, 04, 05, 05, 05, 06, 06, 06. Now I am going to update. After that, once the address become loaded, I am going to run this program. Okay, the single run. If you want check step by step, we are going to run. Before that, I am going to move into the my product matrix address. This is 1501. Now I am going to run this program. Look at, this is the first element of the product matrix, second element, third element, fourth element, fifth element, sixth element, seventh one, eighth one and ninth one. After finishing this program, we are going to get the final result becomes 0f, 0f, 0f. This is the first row of the product matrix. 1e, 1e, 1e. This is the second row of the product matrix. 2d, 2d, 2d. This is the third row of the product matrix. This is the end of our program. Okay. If you want any doubt, ask your doubt in comment section. Okay. Thank you.